All right, so imagine an ancient art gallery, but instead of canvases hanging on a wall, the art is carved directly into the landscape itself. That's exactly what we're looking at in northern Mexico. For centuries, these stones have been holding on to secrets etched by a civilization long, long ago. And today, we're going to try and read them. So what exactly are these secrets, right? Well, to find out, we've got a journey to a very special place called Cerro de la Máscara, which literally means the Hill of the Mask. Okay, so first things first, you have to understand the sheer scale of this place. I mean, we're not talking about just a few little scratches on a rock. No way. This is a massive, sprawling, and totally intentional masterpiece. Get this. We're talking about more than 300 individual petroglyphs, these amazing rock carvings, spread out across 17 hectares. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's roughly the size of 30 football fields. This was an absolutely vast and deeply significant canvas for these ancient people. And when you look closely, you can see there's a real intention behind all this art. The designs, they fall into these pretty clear categories. You've got these geometric patterns, you have anthropomorphic or human-like figures, and even phytomorphic shapes that look like plants. This was definitely not random doodling. It was a very deliberate, very complex symbolic system. But among all these incredible designs, one type really stands out, and they are these intricate, fascinating human faces, or máscaras in Spanish. And they are so powerful, so striking, that they actually give the entire hill its name and its identity. All right, so we've got a good idea of what these carvings are, but where exactly did the creators decide to put them? The location itself is a huge part of this story. And that's because, for ancient cultures, location was, well, it was everything. Knowing where these carvings are is really the key to understanding why they were made in the first place. The environment, the land itself, it's all part of the story. So let's pinpoint this place. We're in northern Sinaloa state, about 70 kilometers from the city of Los Mochis. And the site itself sits right next to this gorgeous colonial town called El Fuerte. So it's accessible, but at the same time, it's been beautifully preserved. I want you to just picture this setting for a second. You have this small hill made of smooth volcanic stone. I mean, it's a perfect natural canvas, right? It's flanked on one side by the powerful Fuerte River, which was a source of life. And it's all surrounded by this thorny forest at the foot of the incredible Sierra Madre Mountains. What's amazing is that even today, it's a key stop on the famous Chepe railway line, which connects this ancient place to our modern world. So we know what was created, and we know where. But that, of course, leads us to the biggest question of all. Who were the artists? And really, this is the heart of the whole mystery, isn't it? Art doesn't just appear. It's a reflection of people, of their beliefs, of their entire world. So who were these people? Well, archaeologists have identified the creators as the ancient Yorome people, who you might also know as the Mayo. They were the original inhabitants of this entire region, and Cerro de la Máscara is one of their most profound and lasting legacies. Now, to really wrap your head around these carvings, you have to understand this one powerful concept, cosmovisión. It's a Spanish term, but it means so much more than just a belief system. It's the entire worldview of a culture. So for the Yoreme, these petroglyphs were basically a physical map of their spiritual universe, made real on stone for everyone to see. Okay, so how did modern science piece all of this together? Let's dive into the archaeological investigation that's uncovered this site's incredibly long and complex history. Because that's the real challenge, right? It's one thing to stand there and look at these amazing carvings, but how do you actually figure out their timeline, their context? Well, the answer lies in decades of really careful, painstaking archaeological research. Yeah, the creation of these carvings wasn't just a single event. Not even close. It actually spanned an incredible 1,600 years, from around 100 BC all the way to 1500 AD. And even though they've been sitting there for millennia, the modern scientific story really only kicked off recently. There was a big survey in 2004, and that paved the way for the dedicated archaeological project that's been going strong ever since 2016. And the project that's happening right now is being led by researchers Victor Joel Santos Ramirez and Julio Cesar Vicente Lopez from Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, or INH. They and their team are the ones on the ground actively uncovering the secrets of this site and continuing to write its story, even as we speak. So, that brings us to the present day. What does this ancient site really mean to us now? Because this isn't just a story about the past, it's truly a living legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire people. Today, Cerro de la Máscara is a vibrant cultural landmark. It draws visitors from all over Mexico and really from all around the world. It serves as this incredible, powerful bridge, connecting our modern lives directly back to this ancient civilization. And you have to see this. Researchers figured out this brilliant way to reveal details that are pretty much hidden in plain sight. See, in direct sunlight, the carvings can look really washed out, kind of shallow. But watch what happens when they take a powerful flashlight and shine it from the side. Boom! The shadows it creates make every single detail just pop with this incredible, hyper-realistic clarity. It's such a perfect blend of ancient art and modern ingenuity. And this right here, this is why it all matters. I love this quote from a visitor named Lily Tapia, because I think it really says it all. She said, "Excellent information. I didn't know there was an archaeological zone near El Fuerte, Sinaloa. A very good reason to visit it and get to know it." You see, learning about places like this, it just inspires discovery. It gives people a brand new reason to get out there and connect with history firsthand. And all of this leaves us with one final thought. Cerro de la Máscara is just one incredible story, right? But it's a powerful reminder that there are countless other stories just like it, all around us, literally written into the very land we walk on. And they're just waiting for us to learn how to read them.